we don't believe in ourselves as a community, then we'll just let our downtown rot. But if we believe in ourselves and we believe in who we're becoming, we ought to invest. We ought to do everything possible to make sure that the middle of our city represents the life and the hope that we see for our entire city and our region.
There's a lot of exciting things that people should be proud of when it comes to Fresno and downtown, because this is our community, and I think the more stories like this that people see and hear, the more we can start changing the narrative about kind of our self-esteem, because this is a pretty cool place to be.
It's so much more efficient and beneficial for the city and the region just to use what we already have, shine it up, put it back on display, and then experience the economic development that comes from really showcasing our historic identity here in Fresno.
You know, a lot of these older buildings, there's no way to recreate that. You can recreate a faux product of that, but it's not the same thing. The nostalgia of that, of how things were created, how things were handcrafted, and the history are things that are only getting appreciated more and more and more over time. And I definitely think the younger generations are really into that, which is also inspiring to me.
I think downtown has like more opportunities to shoot, like more than people think. A lot of things like film teaches you, definitely patience. It kind of makes you appreciate the art of photography because it takes a while to develop, print, and it's a long process.
I think revitalization, one thing that's key to remember is that it takes a long time. Things don't happen in a couple years or in 5 years or even in 10 years. It's a long haul. And that to me is a healthy revitalization too.
We have to unite together and go, this is what we want for our downtown. And then we have to be in agreement, and the city have to drive that vision. And if the city don't drive that vision, I think it's going to take years and years.
Fresno State is a wonderful tenant in downtown, and I would just say the more of a downtown presence the university can have, the better.
When we looked throughout Fresno, we thought the most logical place is an area that has the most amount of need. And downtown has some traction. They are moving in a direction that's very positive, and we wanted to be a partner in that revitalization effort.
They approached us and said, hey, are you guys interested in putting on a course? And just saw opportunity and went for it. We're actually taking the Brewery U course series and opening it up to all breweries to be involved, you know. So now I think students will be able to touch like almost every single brewery downtown, which is cool. There's no like linear path to success downtown. You have to be nimble, you know, you have to want it bad enough to change, you know, kind of on a whim and figure out what your customers want.
For me, it's you know, been 18 years from project to project and really doing, you know, a small part to help to create a neighborhood.
So we have another decade of hard choices and really investing in the urban core, but I think the point at which the market is lifted, there are opportunities for the people who live here, who work here, and things are moving on their own momentum. That's the point at which we look at ourselves and say, yep, we did it.